Good afternoon everyone, Coach Jean here for Off Drafting Lifestyle. Today's tutorial, ang ituturo ko naman sa inyo, ang pag-set up ng paper size na A4, pero this time, hindi na model space ang gagamitin natin, kundi ang layout space na. Okay, ang gagawin natin ay magsa-set up tayo ng paper size dito at gagawa tayo ng bagong title block para sa A4. Handa na ba kayo? Simulan na natin. As you can see, I already prepared a sample floor plan which will be used sa pag-print natin sa ating A4 size. So, itong activity na to, which is given already with our students, pero soon, gagawa rin tayo ng tutorial kung paano kapagsimula ang basic floor plan para sa mga early students nor young learners of drafting for drafting floor plan. Pero ngayon, ang i-concentrate natin ngayon is on how to print this output. You can also use different outputs on printing this with the use of the title block or the exercise that we're going to do today. So to start, let's go proceed sa layout 1. As you can see, ganito ang itsura ng layout ko dito sa aking layout space ko. So what I'm going to do is simply i-right-click natin siya. As you can see the page setup manager. You can either also type on your keyboard page setup. Okay? Pag lumabas ng page setup and then enter. As you can see, dumating tayo or lumabas na mini dialog box na may page setup manager. It says here, if you're going to look at here, the plot size na ginamit natin dito is what we call shortband paper. So how are we going to do this? Simply to modify. So click modify and then change the drawing into DWG to PDF. And also, as of here, we have to change to ISO A4 because ito ang gagamitin nating size. Okay. Now, after which, you're going to have properties. Okay. And then, may lalabas na naman na mini platter or what we call mini dialog box na yung sinasabi ditong platter configuration editor. Here, in this dialog box, you have to click the custom paper size. So, when you click this, just press add and then it says here, custom paper size begin. Now, you have to make sure na nakatick ito sa start from scratch. You can also see here, mayroon akong A4 kasi ginawan ko na to siyang title block nung una pa. So, start from scratch, and then click next. As you can see, nakaset up tayo sa millimeter. But sometimes, if you're going to observe in A4 size, ang setup natin sa A4 size is 8.30 by 11.7. So, sa millimeters, it is 210 by 297. Okay. So, once nakarating na tayo dito, you have to press next. Now, you have to also to edit this portion wherein it says printable area from top, bottom, left, right. This explains about the margin. So, what I'm going to do is to convert this everything into 0. So, change lang natin ang value nito, 0, ang bawat isa. From top to the right, kailangan ay naka-0 siya. Then, once nandito na tayo, we're going to click next. And then, you could change the name of the paper. Say, for example, my A4 paper. Okay. So, once nandito na tayo, just press next and then click finish. So, darating tayo ulit dito or babalik tayo sa platter configuration editor and then, ang gagawin natin is just to press. Okay. So, babalik tayo ulit sa pinaka-setup natin sa page setup layout. Here, you're going to change by the paper size na ginawa natin is simply by ISO A4. Just click this one, hanapin natin sa taas or minsan, nasa baba siya. So, hanapin natin sa taas kasi nandoon ang my A4 paper. Okay? Click lang natin and then, if you want, dito pa lang i-edit natin kung gusto nating ACAD style ang trabaho natin, naka-colored, naka-layered, pwede. Pero kung gusto natin naka-monochrome lang siya, dito pa lang ay i-edit na natin. Monochrome and display plot style. You have to check this. Now, once nandito na tayo, you also have to change this into 1:1. Okay? So, 1:1. Now, since we already reached this portion, okay, we have to make sure na naka-set up na tayo ng maayos. From paper size, layout lang muna, hayaan lang muna natin ang center na flat. Make sure naka-uncheck itong piece of paper. And the important factor here is the scale 1:1 mm. Okay? Once nandito na, you just press OK. And then, babalik tayo sa Page Setup Manager and then just press Close. As you can see, yung viewport natin kanina dito na malaki ay lumiit na lang. Okay? So, what we're going to do is simply to erase this. Okay. So, the thing now, we have to create a borderline here. The paper size in millimeters kanina was 297 by 210. So, ibig sabihin, we are going to create a box here or a rectangular object with a measurement in millimeters. So, in other words, 297 by 210 ang value natin. So, to start, rect, enter, and then just press here. Kung gusto nyo sa labas, pwede. Para makita, type lang natin 297 tab 210 and then press enter. As you can see, meron na tayong size na fit talaga sa ating paper. Okay? So, click lang natin and then move it, zoom to the extent hanggang sa edge ng paper. As you can see, nandito na ang paper natin. Okay. So, this time, gagawin tayo ng margin or what we call the border. So, offset natin siya. Again, nasa milli tayo. Tandaan, ang 1 cm sa millimeter ay 10. So, therefore, we have to change the figure of 10. So, i-click lang natin ang line and then moving inside, then click. Okay. After which, escape. I am going to explode this border para gagawa tayo ng blocks dito. For example, here. So, for 2 cm, the value should be 20. So, offset tayo, 20 mm on this border area, lower line, going upward 20. Okay, then, press enter. You're going also to place here, kasi bagong borderline ang gagamitin natin, which I will also introduce to you, placing pictures sa AutoCAD ninyo, inserting pictures. Simplest way. Okay, so copy ko lang siya, o offset ko lang siya, ng 5 para sa mga informations natin. And then, I'm going to divide this area. So, offset 20 sa kabila. And then, offset ako ng 90 para sa title, sa project title. And then, I'm going to divide this by bringing up the offset, the on snap command by pressing line and then enter, right, press shift and hold the right click. And then, mid between 2 points, click lang natin to siya, and to the opposite, and then downwards. Again, if you need to press F8, pwede, pero kung hindi na, straight na siya, just press it like this. Okay, so trim the excess lines, TR, double space bar, click, click. So we already have the spaces here. This time, mag-i-insert naman tayo ng text. Remember, everything ngayon dito sa space is naka-enter siya sa setup ng milli. Kahit hindi tayo nag-setup ng milli. So, text, enter, click and drag. Okay, you're going to press here. Okay, so school, for example, and I'm going to change the figure or the size value of the text into 2.5. Enter. So, as you can see, lumaki siya, but when you are going to click outside and move the text that you created, sakto lang siya dito. Okay? So, I'm going to copy this to edit some information sa upper border natin, sa upper blocks natin. Okay, copy ko na lang para mas mapadali ang pag-edit natin. You can also create your own borderline style sa A4. Depende kung anong style ng school ninyo, ang gusto ng mga professor ninyo, pero sa amin, the most simplest will do. So here, I'm going to change this into project title. Then, dito, I'm going to have it prepared by. So, ibig sabihin, students, ang gumawa o yung learner natin. And then, sa fourth of blocks naman natin, I'm going to place it as checked by. So, ibig sabihin, pangalan ng professor ninyo, and then dito, usually, we place rating. Pwede rin siyang ilagay na sheet number, pwede rin namang plate number, pwede rin naman sheet content. So, depende na lang kung ano ang style ng format ng inyong professor. So, after which, I'm going to copy this text. Say, for example, click ko sa labas, and then, highlight the word, and then, I'm going to change the value into 4. Enter. And then, I'm going to change this because floor plan ang ipiprint natin. Okay? Floor plan. And then, I'm going to type here, proposed, or, should I say, wag naman proposed 1 bedroom. Proposed, sige, proposed 1 bedroom. Enter, floor plan. Okay. To edit this text, to make it on center, just sa text editor natin tab, you have to make sure na dapat naka-center siya. So, click lang natin and then move this text inside here para magkasya. Make sure na naka-center. Also, I'm going to copy this text to place the name of the student. Say, for example, the name of the student is say, for example, Pedro P. Santos. Click outside and then move the object or the text sa gitna. We could place the section or if you want, yung course ng estudyante. Simply, transfer na natin dito. Okay, move lang kung sakaling naging ganitong sitwasyon. Then, for us, I'm going to say, for example, 10-STEB. Sample lang po ha. Kaya ninyo. If you want, 1A architecture, 1B architecture, pwede din. Okay. And then, lagay natin ang pangalan ng professor or na mag-check. Say, for example, my name, Mr. Jean A. Gregorio. So, in this situation, pag dumating na ganito, ang sitwasyon, just move the object para maging proportion. Okay? So, pag nasa center na, copy na lang natin ito. If you want, by a base point, pwede din, click here to the opposite side. After which, i-edit na natin ang text. Say, for example, drafting coach. And then, move the object. And then, meron na tayong information sa baba. Now, we have to place picture here. Here, I already prepared a seal of our school. I'm going to copy this one in the most simplest form. And then, I'm going to place it here. And then, paste. Click lang natin para magkasya. And then, enter. Then, move the object dito sa ating area. Kung sakaling hindi nagkasya, we could use what we've learned last time sa scale, SC, to make sure our drawing na mag-fit dito. SC. Okay. Say for example, 100/200. Masyadong maliit. We could also increase the size little. Then move the drawing dito. If you still need to increase the size of the seal or the picture, scale lang natin ulit. Dahan-dahan. Okay. And there you have it. Just make sure nasa center lang siya. Okay. So, we already have our school seal for the name of school, project title, the proposed 1-bedroom floor plan. We also have the prepared by Pedro Santos, the student of STEB, and the person who's going to check. Now, to make things more professionally, we have to layer the text or the borderline and the borderline para mas maganda siya tignan. So, we have already prepared in borderline. So, as you can see, naka-white siya because naka-monochrome ang setup natin. Okay, so just change it everything into borderline and then match lang natin para mas madali. Okay, MA, enter, and then click the source and then the remaining. Okay, so as you can see, ganito ang setup ng drawing natin. So, we already have layer. As you can see, naging makapal na ang ating borderline. So, what should we do next is to input the floor plan inside this border. On to the next portion, or to the next part of our activity, since we already complied with our borderline. Okay, tapos na tayo sa borderline natin, and then we already have our work from meters to milli. Okay, ang gagawin lang natin simply here, kasi from meters to milli, there are some differences of values that we have to consider. So, this time, para ilabas natin ang floor plan sa gitna, okay, ng borderline natin, you just have to press M-View. This is my viewport or viewport area natin dito sa loob ng border natin. Just press enter. Okay? So, i-click lang natin ang upper portion ng line, ng edge ng borderline, and then to the lower portion. As you can see, lumabas na ang ating floor plan sa loob. And yet, it's not yet accurate and not yet accessible. Okay. So, i-click lang natin to siya inside. Double-click lang sa loob ng viewport. And then, we could already access by zooming in and zooming out. And even editing this drawing could and easily be possible for you. Now, when you're going to print this, it must be scaled properly. So, from meters to milli, there are some values that you have to change. But pag millimeters to millimeters ang output, automatic 1:1 na tayo. Since we have here, in our situation, I'm going to scale this drawing here, dito. Accessible na rin ang scale natin dito. I'm going to change here, the figure is 10:1. Okay. So that could give me from 10 millimeters that is considered to 1 centimeter. Okay. Click lang sa labas to make sure na nakaset up na lahat dito. Okay? So, as you can see, kung titignan natin siya, nakaset na ang ating drawing. So, nakulang na lang ay ang i-plot natin ang ating drawing output. So, what we're going to do, just type plot. Okay? Enter. And then, dito, ang gagawin na lang natin, i-edit na lang natin ang windows. And then, choose, you can either choose outside of the border, or the paper size, or yung inside border na lang. Pwede din. So, try natin sa loob. And click lang, and then, make sure naka 1:1, and then center the plot. Monochrome is very important, kasi black and white, and then if you want ACAD style, okay, if you want ACAD style, pwede din. So, to check our output, apply to layout, and then preview. As you can see, meron na tayong output for our floor plan. Okay? So, this is already our output. So, next time, ang gagawin naman natin, ang tuturo ko sa inyo, is we're going to set our output into floor plan, pero ang gagamitin naman natin ngayon units would be millimeters. Okay? So, as you can see, meron tayong school seal. Okay? Make sure naka-check lahat, or importante, correct ang information natin. Ang kagandahan sa AutoCAD, when we had commit mistake before submitting sa professor natin, or sa instructor natin, or even sa teacher natin, kailangan natin i-check kung may nagkamali man, at least may edit natin. Unlike sa manual, kapag na kailangan na nating i-submit at may mali, so babalik talaga tayo sa simula. Okay? But enjoy talaga mag-drawing ng manual. Kahit ako, na-enjoy talaga ako sa manual drawing kasi it enhances my brain and my reflexes. Okay? So, once nandito na, you can either plot here, or you could just, since naka-drawing to PDF lang tayo, kasi sasubmit natin siya online, you just have to press OK, and then just change the name, proposed floor plan, and then save. Okay? Save, and then automatically meron na tayong floor plan activity dito. Okay? So, click na natin ito para mapalaki ang view area natin. And then, we are already done with our activity. So next time gagawa tayo ng floor plan na based sa millimeters. So our setup on units will be more on millimeters. Kasi there are so many people who are very experts and they prepare more to work on meters. Some, they prepare on centimeters, and most that I know, mga magagaling na draftsman and AutoCAD operators, they are working with millimeters. So ako, I can work with different units, pero mas I can work on with anything, with any units that we have in AutoCAD. Pero sometimes mas prepare ko talaga ang meters kasi napakadali niyang gamitin, lalo na sa mga bigger plans. Pero sa mga purpose for educational purposes natin or tutorial natin, this could also give you an option on how to print your output. Okay, so once again, this is Coach Jean of Drafting Lifestyle. Always remember, tiyaga lang sa una, at ang AutoCAD napakauna lang, sa una lang yan siya mahirap. But as soon as you get through na enhance ang reflexes, it becomes just easy as eating peanut. Once again, this is Coach Jean, and I'm happy to share with you what I learned. Thank you and God bless. Till next time, till another tutorial that we're going to have. God bless and goodbye. Nabuhay po tayo lahat.